Hey everyone, it's Chris. Today I'm going to teach you how to make delicious ramen noodles. They're cheap, affordable, you can get them at 69 cents at Walmart. Actually, 10 cents. Very good deal if you says I. So, what I'm going to do is show you after. Okay, this is what you want. You want a pot roughly this size, something a little smaller, depends on how much you're cooking. Then you want to fill it up with preferably hot water so it boils faster. So that way it cooks faster and you get something better. Okay, I use the beef, as you can see. So I prefer chicken and beef are both very good. Of course, there are many other kinds of ramen noodles. So but these is just beef. So it also comes with these little things too. They're optional. I prefer to use them because they're kind of nasty if you don't. Okay, right now what you're looking at, this. Of course, you want to have the burner. See, burners usually I would recommend turn up to at least medium. Any higher and they could cook too fast. You won't get a great taste. Cooked up to medium, however, it gives time the noodles to cook slowly. It takes a while, but it's definitely worth it. And I would not recommend a spatula like prongs or anything because, sorry, let me zoom out a little bit. Because if you use that, you're probably looking at making a big mass noodles. Usually I'd recommend those for spaghetti. This is, however, ramen noodles. So, okay. Moving right along here. So usually when you cook the ramen noodles, they start off pretty hard like a rock, right? Well, what I recommend is, well, drop them in the hot water first. Some sit for about at least 5 minutes so you can start to soften up. Then kind of move them around a bit, divide them so you can start cooking. I mean, if they look like this, you're on the right track, okay? But, so yeah. Usually it takes about 10 minutes for them to start really loosening up. After that, you want to start and pull them out so you don't get stuck together. Want to make sure all the noodles are cooked because how many times have you actually bitten into noodles and they're like still spaghetti and still parts of it are hard? Well, that's what you don't want to do. So, in order to add a little more flavor, you got, yeah, like I said, you got this stuff, right? It's the seasoning. Something else that also goes really well. Hot sauce. Okay, given this is a cheap version, but still. No, but okay. Continuing on. Like usually, you know they're done when you start moving your fork around. Once again, you want to use a fork and try to be careful because the water does splash and can get pretty hot. I keep pulling them up, making sure everything's pulled apart. Let it marinate for a few minutes. Alright. Like I said, it's gonna take a few minutes, so yeah. While we're waiting for those to get done, we'll put on some music.
Straight with him, yeah. Colors.
You know, usually there's something really good on. Told yourself for some good old-fashioned 80s music, huh? Why not? Gotta love the 80s. Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, Kiss, Sting, Scorpions, Alice Cooper. Great bands, all of them. Okay. So, a little bit more about myself. Like, I love the 80s. I love 80s music. We'll go on music. Bon Jovi, I think the Slippery When Wet album is possibly one of the best albums ever made. Have Living on a Prayer, Dead or Alive, I'll Be There For You, plenty of other good ones, and oh, It's My Life, great song. Not on that one, but still a great song. Okay, so if anyone can tell me what this band is, here. Anyone know what this band is? I have no idea. Please tell me. Alright. Now, hang on a second. Probably gonna go a little fritz. Camera's probably gonna go a little haywire right now. Alright, there's one packet. So now, usually I would recommend only eating 2 packs of ramen noodles, mainly because, yeah, while it is very inexpensive and very affordable, it isn't exactly the most healthiest thing. So just recommend using 2. Trust me, don't eat 3. Bad stories right there. Okay. So that's what it looks like before you start to stir it up and everything, okay? Now start pulling up the noodles. Making sure, I mean, you don't need to like wait another, as long as you did for the noodles to be done. So just make sure you got them to the point where the seasoning is blended in pretty well. Don't need to wait 5 minutes, just make sure it's all stirred up nice and good. Alright. Alright, seeing as you can tell, it's starting to blend in pretty well. See, I wouldn't recommend using a lot of water because if you do, and when you're carrying it, could spill out or it could just be way too hot, okay? So just make sure you're using the right amount of water. People who you like a lot of water, like the noodles really soft, don't use a lot of water, like generally like the broth at the bottom, okay? Just to let you know, this is a pretty good meal. I recommend some bread and some butter and some milk because it goes really good together, okay? So again, that was Chris, and that's how you make the delicious ramen noodles. Peace.